Welcome back, Armchair Generals. Tom here, episode number 27 of my Japanese campaign in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification version 12.0.3. With that out of the way, I did spend a good hour before the game. A couple things we did. First off, Kwantung Theater is now up here. It's taking care of a new color all this year. Basically, everything north of, well, Burma, Thailand, this basically all of mainland China, Manjiang, Manchuria, Korea. That's all it's really worried about. The new um, the new theater that I created, which basically I just took and renamed the Kwantung Theater, created a Kwantung Theater, and gave it the control that it needed. Um, I got some units like way. Oh, okay, that's right. He's coming down. Is the Southeast Asia Theater. Currently, its level of control is only this island at this point in time. But once things get rolling, we'll be including everywhere's in French Indochina, Siam. Once we start rolling through, all the territories all around here, we'll be including all that too. The Philippines, I decided I'm going to go ahead and throw that to the Southeast Asia Theater. We're gonna call this the demarcation line right here, more or less. Well, this is pretty much the demarcation line. So that way, New Guinea, Australia, associated islands around over here will go to the Pacific Theater, to the truck theater here. The the new the new the new theater here, Southeast Asia Theater, you can see is quite extensive now at this point in time. He's got five sub commanders under him, which each have, well, just a couple of Army headquarter units. I think I only have two, maybe three. Yeah, three Army headquarter units. Oh, hells, I got a guy I didn't even throw a leader. Which, by the way, I had a ton of leaders that had tons of traits. Those have been all seated appropriately. Put the highest traits towards the higher level commands, and then kind of filtered down through there. Some of these guys, some of these divisions, they have more than four traits. Very few people have three or less traits. Pretty much the ones that have three, those leaders have three traits, are like garrison units. Those are guard duty. That's all I kind of worried about there. So we have all of our leaders assigned. We're just all up and down the board. Our um, organization is crap, unfortunately, but we got 3 weeks to get it all back. That should be handled pretty quickly and pretty easily. Um, so yeah, let's kind of recap and go back to like what we're looking at here. We had a couple of incidents where some rebels popped up here and there. We're knocking down Chengdu each time units pop up in existence. We'll knock them down. We'll be keeping this up until December 7th, at which point, once Pearl Harbor happens, war is declared with America. We'll move into Chengdu, take out China, and apply the victory location, and give. We'll make the Chinese uh, Republic of the China Nanjing take Chengdu, take over all the coastal territories, and just have at that point. We're at the point of the juncture right now, or actually I should have started probably last week, but we're moving units around and getting from point A to point B. Now, some things I kind of noticed here. One is, yeah, my interceptors have a 380-kilometer range, which is pretty decent. Then I got all these aces who like maybe had a 150-kilometer range, whatever. I was like, I'll go ahead and assign a interceptor wing to them as I build them, and that way use them for defense. But now these guys have a 307-kilometer range, so the aces have gotten some upgrades here. I'm kind of thinking I may use the aces on the front line, in all honesty, because they are badasses. If we look at comparatively here, you can see the aces a little higher strength, a little better organization, almost twice the morale, not quite as fast, sure, use a bit less supplies and fuel, better surface defense, better air defense. Let's see here, same in regards to soft and hard attack there. Air attack, twice the air attack. Um, and yeah, looking at it too, their current models are actually worse than what I'm currently presenting. So it might be very possible that these guys do get upgraded over time. The fact that they also have the experience level that they have too greatly helps them. So I'm kind of thinking, even though they only have 307 kilometers, which I mean that's still pretty decent. We're going to be using, if we use them here on the front lines, 307 kilometers out from, like, say, this front line, assume, when we get Siam, this air base here, which I think is just might be a level 1, level 2, 307 kilometers out, that goes pretty far. That goes out to Rangoon and Ingaboo. So those air bases, Prome as well. Kaitsuke, not as far as Mandalay, so it'll be just out of range there. But I mean, from here, that's a lot of air bases that it can still cover. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, regular interceptors would have even further range. I'm just kind of thinking with these more advanced guys. So even here, we can get down to, well, can't quite make it to those air bases, but once these air bases are taken, then we can move up to them, and then we can certainly cover. Yeah, we'd have to take these air bases before we get down to Singapore, but they can actually get some pretty decent range over all these interceptors. So I'm like kind of torn. I'll have a grand total of 4 interceptor wings that will have this range available to them, this 307 kilometer range. The I'm just checking each one just to make sure that's the case. Yep. The regular interceptor is just a little further, so I mean that's cool and all, but I almost want to start using the interceptors on the front lines, which for the front lines would be here in Siam against Burma. There won't be much of a call of using interceptors elsewhere, only because there's not going to be much enemy air that we have to deal with in the islands. There might be a couple planes we got to deal with here in Java and whatnot, but I honestly don't think we have to really worry so much, elsewhere other than our attacks into Burma and India. So yeah, that I'm kind of like still thinking on. Okay, where do I want it? All these guys to be. For right now, though, just because of their limited range, I'm going to go ahead and redeploy them out to, like I said, these islands. What I was going to originally do with them anyway. 300. That definitely puts them basically just protecting the sea provinces. Yeah, just the adjacent sea provinces and nearby sea provinces, and that's fine. I'll just do that for right now. Down here, we're going to shoot them down so we can get ready to attack on Guam there. And this guy, I need to put him like over here, probably here because that's more centrally located. And the idea is just to, on these 2 islands especially, just be able to use them to ward off any American carriers that decide to show up with their CAG. The interceptor wing will certainly wreck a CAG wing all day. These others, though, are actually, well, I'm actually not going to worry about redeploying them just yet because they're going to come down here to this front, but until I get Siam, there's no sense in moving because we'll just simply be losing our organization for no reason multiple times. So number 1 here, should have 2 of these naval bomber units. So this is a medium bomber. I'm going to send him down to here. 705 kilometer range. So that is this whole entire, well, almost this whole entire southern island. Fortunately, we only need to worry about this part. We don't have to travel all the way out to the west there. And it gets us to these parts as well too, even up to there, which is good because this is where their victory point locations are. So that's why I'm sending the medium bomber down there. Again, we'll wait on the CAG. On the CAS. We don't need to move them or the fighter bombers until we're ready to. Oh, so I'd gotten 1 flying boat. Okay, I was like, why doesn't this guy have a flying boat? But that's the reason is we only got 1 flying boat when truck opened up there. Light bomber, 595 kilometer range. From here, that will get us to the northern parts, which that's fine. We can accept that. And just doing my staging, the date is November 12th. I kind of wanted to move last week. By the 5th, I really wanted to move my my air units around because when you move, they get a organization hit. So I wanted to move them with time to spare so they can get their organization back up. Fortunately, when you move naval units, they don't lose organization or army land for that matter. So I have 1 naval bomber up here. We're going to put the other naval bomber over here because essentially we're going to be needing to cover a great patch of sea zone around here and out here like so, just to help kind of put an umbrella. The way it'll work is it'll be kind of like an umbrella, and such that if anything is coming from up north here or out from the east to me, I can detect it. If anything is coming out from the southeast, though, yeah, we don't quite have the air power to. So I really wanted another naval bomber to be able to handle that. So air at this point is already taken care of and moved. We are going to be moving, not all. Those that have low strength, we need to kind of let them sit back and relax here. This guy as well. Okay, so let's just organization. Yeah, that's fine. They'll get the organization back. So that's who we have currently. So we need a base out. We need to get out to there. So what I'm looking for is, well, these midget subs. We have 4 of them. I can rebase them here, and we can kind of surround. Their range is 300 kilometers. Not all that great, but it's enough that we could surround. Actually, let me take half and go here. And then we'll take the other half and we'll come down here. 300 kilometers should be enough. No, not quite. We'd be patrolling here. So yeah, that's not enough range. But I mean that's fine. They'll both patrol here and just kind of. This is the way that any American convoys are been coming through for the Philippines. So that's fine. Which, speaking of that, I need to put coastal subs down there. So we'll take 2 coastal subs, run them down here. We're rebasing so we can reset the range, giving them a brand new base to come off of. That resets their range. I mean, you can have them go from here and patrol like I will be doing. I won't be rebasing my carriers because you see their range is 3,400. We're going to hit Wake Island. Spoiler, we're going to hit Wake Island first. You can see the range out there is 2075. We can go way out here and still under 2400. So I can, using Tokyo as my base, do my patrols around Wake Island without a problem, and anywhere else for that matter with my carriers. Subs, much lower range. I need to get them a little bit moved up there. We're going to get our long range subs. These top four. So they got 2,700 kilometer range. Let me check to see. From Mille, that would be Hawaii. Okay. I mean, I'm doing all this just based on like memory, where I'm like, yeah, this is typically how I do things. But I'm making sure too, as I make these moves happen, that yeah, this is where they need to be. I don't think we'll have anything ready in regards. Well, yeah, not even him. None of the those guys are even ready. The convoy raiders. So we got one, two, got three more long range subs, 3,100 kilometers. I'm actually going to send them down to here, but let me double check just to make sure. Yeah, because I want to start patrolling around in this area. All right. All right, so rebasing them down to this point here. And regular subs have about a 1,400 kilometer range. What does this look like here? Can we make it to? We can make it pretty much wherever we want to. Well, at least the western and eastern parts of the Philippines. Southern parts, I think I would need to rebase at one of these islands here. So we want to pick up 5 of you guys. We can rebase to there. Let's see here. Pick up 3 of you guys. You've got about 650 kilometers, so that's here. Because 650, we can get the northern and some of the eastern and some of the western sections. Just want to surround them with our subs. 500 kilometers. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, we can't get there. Just about. Actually, I can get to here. Can't get on the island. So we can get there with a couple of the coastal subs. These two guys. Whoops, right here. Rebase there. Okay. A bunch of green arrows all over the place here. It's good to see. These all we can't take out. I've got a bunch of subs I still need to decide where they're going to go. Just two regular subs. They got about a 1,400 kilometer range. Oh, that's right. We need to send them down to, we'll go to here. To Yap. So they can cover this southern and western, eastern areas. Okay, so we're all good to go there. We'll let time go forward a little bit here just so we can at least see them push out. I'll save. You'll see me doing a lot of saving because, especially when I'm taking care of unit arrangement in my LOB, taking care of my leaders, I'll do a whole bunch of stuff, let time advance an hour, save, move onward. Because you don't want to sit here and work with 400 units, putting all your leaders where you want them and stuff like that. Reassigning your OOB as well, and then the game crashes on you. Yeah, that's happened to me before. not much you can do about it, other than just make sure it doesn't happen again. We have a motor torpedo boat. The range on this sucker is only 250 kilometers, so we're going to send it down here to Tinian, so that way it can patrol around Guam. To be honest, my deployments are such that I'm handling. I want to make sure that if there's any American fleets around Guam, that motor torpedo boat takes care of it. Along with, I'll have a carrier group down here takes care of it. There's not going to be, but just in case. Every game is different. I could be running into. We were to run into a weird situation in Europe as it is. We could be running into a strange situation that I'm not used to, where America's got forward-facing fleet, like their whole entire Pacific fleet's in the Philippines, for example. That would be totally weird and unexplained. But nonetheless, yeah, we're taking care of whatever's around Guam, whatever's around Wake. We'll have a strong naval presence there. Philippines, we'll be having a carrier group kind of floating around in here, along with a couple of capital ship fleets, a couple of destroyer fleets as well, just in case. Usually there's some sort of American presence there with ships. Philippines, I don't think that puppet country actually makes any. We'll be getting a carrier fleet down here towards the Java Sea, even though it won't be put into use quite yet. We're not going to war with UK just yet, but once we do join up with the Axis, then we'll be at war with them. So it might be a period of time, a week, two maybe, that we're just going against America. So the bulk of my fleet's going to have to be dealing with them. I'm going to have a fleet over in this section here, just kind of protect uh, this whole entire set of islands. But like I said, the majority of my fleet's going to be here surrounding Wake, which will then be used to push towards Midway, and then from there push to Hawaii. So what we're doing here is the opening salvos, if you will, of all that kind of stuff here. So the torpedo boats here, and I've got several, as you can see. We got 5 groups worth. I'm going to push them to various islands areas that are on the forefront. They're going to be used as a patrol around that island group. I don't really use them in an offensive nature, only because their range doesn't really warrant them to be used in that kind of manner. Okay, so I pushed one to here, so that way that can be protected. Push one here, so this way this can be protected here. We still got 3 more. One will go down to truck. One will come down and hold down southwestern, move to here, southwestern portion of the islands. And I have one here. I'm going to push one out to here, I feel. Or do I put him over here, balance it out? Nah. There we go. So that should be all my torpedo boats of varying natures. That's all my subs. Again, the raiders we've got to hold on to. It may take a month before their strength is up. The good news is doing this kind of spread out. I mean, we can repair 178 ships, so I mean, this port is not being strained at all by what I have here. But, well, even that one's not strained. Okay. Carrier groups. They're going to sit here for right now. Next week, let me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the actual. Well, let's see. So it's 2,000. Speed is 27. So about 100 hours. Actually, less than that. Oh. We'll take a look at that again, but moving everything all over the place here. So It's about 2,000. Well, so I mean that's close enough. If their speed's around 27, if they're able to move, yeah, just about under 28 I guess it's kilometers per hour. In 10 hours, they're moving 280 kilometers. In 100 hours, they're moving 2,800. So I can wait until December before I move my carriers out. They'll be able to reach their locations and start patrolling before war starts. Let's see here. So we got a couple of destroyer groups. Let's get some of our. Well, this we don't really need to touch just yet. I mean, I would like to, but we don't need to touch it just yet. Let's get let's get everybody moving out the way that they are at this point. Next thing we need to do, though, for a second. So let's move everybody here. Board a boat. We're going to take the first, let's say the first and the second up here because I need two, and two down there. So yeah, let's go ahead and move the first here. Rebase. We're rebasing. Who's the other guy? This guy. Okay. This is Third Corps' actual ship, but landing fleet. Trying to like actually have this have it so that way whoever's assigned to what kind of sticks with them. And I think that is pretty much. Oh, you know what? Because I don't have a full landing craft fleet just yet. We only have 2, 4, 5 total. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's how much I need. Okay. Well, odd that they took the one that's not assigned to them. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let me get those guys going for right now. All right. So the first, that's the die fourth. Okay. I'll have you also redeploy, rebase there. So the second have 3 as well. Okay. So the first will be concerned with this beach here with their 2 guys. The first and second will take care of that one. The second will take care of that one, and then the third or fourth I'll have take care of that one. Then the other one, third or fourth, will take care of both Guam and Wake landings. That's how that disposition will work out. So yeah, the first and the second, we need to redeploy you guys to here. Shanghai and die first. So that's the 8th then. We'll load you up. We'll just have you transported out. I'm only bringing 2 landing craft. I'll need a third, obviously. I can use this landing craft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's odd that that's working. That oh yeah, because that's that. Okay, okay. No, I got it. I got it. So we're moving those two, and you're attached to the second. We'll have you rebase to here as well. So the idea being they can go 2,600 kilometers. Really? Yeah. Okay. They're limited by the landing craft range, which 2,600 kilometers from that point is all the way down south here. Holy cows. A little more time pass here. Save it again, just because stuff's happening. Again, I don't want to lose out on anything. Oh, real quick. I mean, we took a look at what's going on here. And of course, we have a lot of stuff we need to take care of for this episode, so I don't want to be spending too much time elsewhere. But let's see how our future Axis partners are doing. Mediterranean's looking normal. There's nothing different here. Yeah. North Africa is held the way that it is there. UK pushed across and took this province here, but Italy's still holding. Like I said, I would just retreat out of these provinces here and just hold the river line, and then this province here, just these 3 provinces, and just be done with it. You've got 3 provinces here, which I don't know if UK is just not able to move into them, or just not interested, or if Italy is holding them pretty hard. But I mean, you're having to hold all these provinces. If you have any troops in here, fold them up and just have your defensive line at this point. We're down here, you'd be down to 4 provinces. Just leave it at that. Maybe even take the units that you've got here, push in this province here if you can. That way you can truly hold the river line here. But that's just me. Europe, otherwise, again, once we declare war on Netherlands, that's going to be an interesting scenario. Northern Ireland still being held by the Germans. They took the Channel Islands as well. No differences in Denmark and otherwise. Let me just check right here. Axis powers are still the same, including Guatemala. Allies are still the same. Comintern still the same. War is still at the same with the same amount of people as well, so no differences there. So out east, Finland has regained all their lost territories and then some. They're the ones that took Leningrad. They met up with the Germans, and Germans have actually kind of pushed up to the Volkhai River here. So I don't know how much further they're going to be going here as we head into winter. We're in the mid-November right now. Wintertime is like fast approaching. Distance-wise to Moscow, 166 if you call it from there, which, I mean, to be fair, yeah, that's a bridgehead right here. That's the Axis have crossed the river there, and kudos to them. But can they hold that? I don't know. That's still 166 kilometers to Moscow. Let's see if they can make it to the gates in a month. They've taken Kursk, which they were stuck up against for a month or so. Kharkov as well, which that's to be expected. They're on the River Donets, pushed over here. Actually, I thought they were a little bit further. I thought they were a little bit further, like this, but maybe not. Again, if I were them, if I were playing, I thought they had this part too. Maybe they did. Oh, they got Rostov too. If I were playing as Germany, I make it my goal that to cross over the River Donets and get to the River Don and hold the River Don all the way up here, and then kind of go up to Oka, River Oka, try to take Tula, and try to hold that through the winter. Russians have crossed over into the Crimea. Germany had this whole entire section, but they still have Russia still has Yalta, Sevastopol. So who knows how long that's going to go. Anyway, looking good, but I would expect nothing less considering they started right up against the Russian border here. So I mean, the amount of movement that they've done here is what I would expect if Germany started way back here, but or even further back, I guess. But they started right up against the Pripyat marshes and stuff, so it's like, yeah, this is to be expected for them. All right, continuing our moves around here, we're getting our Marines in place. That's what you see me doing at this point here. Just basically making sure that all my Marines can get to their assigned locations. Gotta wait for you guys to make it down before I move one Marine and a Corps headquarter out to what island is this? Minami, Minami, Minami. I need one Marine there plus the Corps headquarter unit, and then another Marine down here for Guam, and then the last set of Marines with their headquarters unit I'm going to place out here on Palau, so they can attack the southern. Even though they could attack it from here, but distance-wise, this is much closer. I want the attacks on the Philippines to kind of go off all at the same time. So that way, when I'm attacking here in the northern areas, I'd also be attacking or getting ready to attack here in the southern areas. So yeah, we gotta wait for these guys to come on down here. Next week, I will, on the 20th, I'll go ahead and take care of this huge group, as well as moving my destroyers around. How soon? The 16th? Oh, that's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. I could do this. It's, yeah, 16th, 16th, 16th. Cool, cool. So a couple days. We're watching this like a hawk. Oh, we have some new builds. Fighter who is going to go on to them. Yeah, I think once I have him staffed up, which should be, yeah, in the coming days here. Actually, these should be getting done like right now. I'll bring all three of these fighter groups down to Southeast Asia and use them down there. One I'll bring down to here, probably my longer range one. Probably I'll bring down here maybe. Yeah, I can probably use my specialist, and then the other two up here, just that way they can help out in the Burmese war. um, oh my goodness, I apologize for coughing into the mic like that. Goodness gracious, rude of me. Looking at production, you'll notice our IC industrial capacity is like pretty low. We have an IC debt of 1,214. We're putting 143 per day on it, so that's 9 days roughly. 9 days left before we hit zero, which means I'll have all of 2 weeks of whatever beautiful IC I have remaining. That should be about 450, 475, something like that. I'll have just that much time, 2 weeks, to be able to spend on everything that I'm not spending on right now. And you see, we've got a grocery list galore, 968 IC. Fortunately, this month alone, 6, 7, 25, that's 25 IC that's dropping off right here and going to trickle on down. I don't think I have too much else getting done. Oh, these two, so that's 33. Once these two are done, once these are done this end of this year as well, that's 46 IC. So this will be dropping down to about 920, 921 total once all this stuff gets built and fallen off. But we're in the process of finishing the HOI, which will be for the 8th Kaigun. HOI will join the Junyo. We'll finish these fighters. That's from the one fighter group that's got the one ace. So we'll add these two on and eventually send them down to Southeast Asia. Beginning of the year, got a bunch of replacement CAG coming out. Beginning of the year, I've got another two more landing craft fleets and the landing craft for another that other landing craft fleet that's sitting there lonely. Oh yeah. Then I have another round of 5 landing craft going, and the reason for that is I'm putting 2 landing craft together to make a fleet. So this extra one's to put together with the other one that's just floating around by itself. The next round of 5, that'll be 2 more fleets, and then the extra one's going to replace the assault ship that's in one of those landing craft fleets. So it's all landing craft fleets and a destroyer. The assault ship will kind of have by itself until we are able to build assault ships, which will be sometime next year. Spring next year, we got a light carrier group coming out. This will be our 9th, right? Yeah, we have 8 currently. Well, we will have 8 later on here. This will be my 9th carrier group getting completed in the spring. And then in the winter of 43, my 10th carrier group there will be completed. Working on extra convoys, escorts, because we're gonna be going through those like mad. I'll need to go through each of these here, and I think I have these. Auto create, destroy resource supply. um, let's go and take that off as well, so that way when it comes time. So this is not bringing me in anything. It's bringing me in steel, but this is not bringing in anything. We'll go and cancel, probably because it that was King whatever that's up here, I think. Yes, this one. That was early on because I think there's some resources up here. Yeah, it says 0, but you know, I guess there's like some that could potentially be coming from there, but that was when I long ago in a galaxy far, far away, I landed in the peninsula here and took it over, and thus the AI automatically created a convoy to bring out any resources that are created in here. But now that I have all of China, it's coming out of one location. So yeah, one of the things I need to do here in a couple weeks' time is to go through all of these convoys and just see like, do I even need these like this? Apparently, I don't need that either. So that's going to save me some convoy ships and escorts. But I'll need to go through all of these, and whatever is going to islands, my island nations, not this, but anything that are going to my islands, I need to throw in an escort at the least. With the amount of escorts I have, I could probably throw in 2 escorts, potentially 3. But anyway, Tropical Island garrisons finishing up in the next week here. That's strictly for the for Wake and Guam when I take those. Yeah, spring hopefully I'll see my first round, next round of Tropical Island garrisons coming out, and that'll be for Midway, Johnston, Phoenix Islands. There's a couple other island areas I think. Strictly these are just for islands though. The Philippines, when we go to war with America, and hence the Philippines, I'm gonna just puppet the Philippines, so I won't be worrying about laying down any defenses, any garrisons there. That'll also boost my Southeast Asia co-prosperity sphere stage. I think we're in stage 1 right now. We'll check in a moment, but we'll need more puppets. The Republic of China, Nanjing, that'll help boost my stage up to another level there. Philippines, yet another. Burma, when we're able to conquer it and I can puppet it, that's yet another stage. These are for my airborne, which we have 2 airborne units, believe it or not. The first and second. Taishin Shuden. Basically, it's a paratrooper and a leader, a named leader at this point in time. You'll notice there's a familiarity with the name there. How can he be leading both of these? We cloned him. The Japanese have invested in and created cloning techniques. So we've took one of our best leaders and cloned him. But this will be the engineer, motorcycle recon squad, and truck regiment there, just to add a little bit of oomph to those. I would really have loved to also get like some sort of mixed unit as well, but I don't have much in the way of paratrooper type stuff. So I gotta wait till I learn it. I have Airborne Engineer Battalion. And of course the light vehicle, the motorcycle recon attachment, and paratroopers. But that's the only thing that I've got that can go up into. I don't even have paratroopers. I can't even build paratroopers. Um, yeah, we're kind of limited with what we can build there. Anyway, so working on. So that was 8th, 9th, 10th. This is my 11th carrier group. Hopefully be finished sometime in 43. I'm not sure. I forget when exactly. For our paratroopers. And we're working on a couple rounds of Mountaineers. This is we got two new light armor units. That's for them. And I think I have another light armor unit that really needs a lot more loving too, but I'm just going to kind of let it sit by the side. Tropical Island Garrisons, of course, 12th carrier group coming late 43. 13th coming out in the spring of 43, and these are all wild hopes. I don't think that'll be accurate. Got a whole bunch of naval bomber wings, 3 more naval bomber wings, bunch of twin engine fighters I want to assign to all of our bomber groups, medium, light, and naval bombers. Which, speaking of the medium and light, going to build another wing of each. Some replacement destroyers, some replacement CAG. Um, 3 battle cruisers I'm going to attach to some destroyers and make a fleet out of. 6 heavy cruisers, do the same thing, put 3 heavy cruisers matched up with some destroyers, make another fleet out of those, and here's all the destroyers for those. Building a whole slew of Marines. I'm going with 5 Marines with no leader and 5 with, because we still have a whole bunch of named and unnamed leaders here, 9 of them. Um, the Mountaineers, I was just building them straight outright. Oh, they're without leaders too. So that might be actually what the leaders are going for, just strictly the Mountaineers. So, well, I'll figure that out when the time comes. When battle hits with America, we may be getting a whole bunch more named leaders, and I may be getting more veteran headquarters and stuff like that. So that's all future builds there. Tech-wise, 50 points is all we can currently afford because I'm trying to get to 90% here before too much longer. We'll hit the green a month after war with America because I have the officer recruitment program. That'll get us 20. I'll get us 10,000 more officers. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. The officer bonus officer gain is cumulative, so 25, 35, 50. Add all those together and you have a grand total of, once you have level 3 in this, of 110% bonus. But I think the officers are not cumulative. I think it's 10,000 per level, and I think you lose 5% leadership as well for each level. I'm hoping that's all it all works. I'd really hate to get to level 3 and I'm at minus 30% leadership because of that. Wouldn't be surprised, but nonetheless, once we get to the green with my officer ratio, so we're not, terribly any worse off than we are. We are putting in 130 officers a day. Over the next 30 days here, that's 3,000 officers, obviously. We actually have 3 weeks, 21 days, so 2,500 to 2,600 officers. That'll get us 139.5, just under 140. We'll be shy 26,000 officers still. But that should, over the next 21 days or so, that should get us closer to that 90% mark that we need. We're not really at war or anything. We're just knocking down whatever's in Chengdu. Oh yeah, and tech, we are pretty much working on our naval stuff. And I've put back in some. I think these are my grand battle. I think Barrages. Yeah, I think that's working on some of our grand battle stuff and other things. I need to revisit here. We got a couple 1939 techs I need to work on here and there as well. These specifically because of the supply throughput and consumption. I need to work on all my grand battle plans. So once we get to the green, we'll revisit grand battle plan and get all that going. We'll work on some of our Army, Land Forces type tech, make sure their Air Forces aren't falling behind either. We're doing okay with our CAGs. Obviously, if I had some of this advanced tech, then we could be getting our current 1941 year tech with CAGs. But our naval forces, honestly, I mean, we got a bunch of sub stuff we're researching, sure, but we're not that far off the mark, I feel, at this point with where I'm at everywhere, especially carriers. Carriers, I can't research anything because it's too far in the future. 1942, 43, 44 tech, so far in the future there. Capital ships, nothing here to research. Well, there is 1940, 1941 tech. Cruisers got some 1941 tech, 1940 tech here and there, 37. We're going for the anti-air cruiser. I think I pushed that to the top. That's going to be ready before we go to war with America, which is freaking awesome. So once we have this, then I'm going to start cranking out 50. I think is a number I threw out there, but at least 2 dozen anti-air cruisers, and they'll be, as they get built, they're going to be replacements for my carrier groups. And then also I'll just use the light cruisers strictly as like reinforcement as needed. May even, as I bring light cruisers in and they're sitting around, I'll just simply upgrade them to the anti-air light cruisers. So yeah, I might just only need to build two dozen, and then as I swap them out, the light cruisers I can do the upgrades, and that should get me close to the 50 mark or so. Um, Politics, nothing really special to be looking at here. I would say we've got all of our laws in place that we need to at this point in time. There's no real changes here we're going to make. Head of government, though, we are going to replace him, Tojo, with Caricio, only because I'd rather have naval organization instead of land organization. So we'll be doing that on the 1st of December, so we can get our 10% naval work built up. Um, really nice in that regards. The next thing I think is chief of staff, maybe. No, probably not. Well, yeah, probably we'll switch chief of staff to like school of fire support, maybe, or probably even better, Mitsuru again, just to get that supply throughput. Chief of the army, we'll leave that alone. Chief of the navy, power projection is what we definitely want. I don't see there's any other changes here. So yeah, just pull Tojo out of head of government and chief of staff. Be fine with all the rest that we have there. Intelligence, even though I do have some spy priorities going, we don't have any extra spies. And that's because I can't pull anything out of officers to put in espionage. I really wish I could. Like I said before, I think you could double the amount of leadership that Japan gets, and I still would not have enough leadership to handle everything that I want and need as far as research and all that stuff goes. All right, back to what we're doing here. Letting some time pass. I think we have another build coming up here shortly. Exported tungsten. No, we're doing okay. Well, we're not really doing okay with money. Artillery carriage designs. Okay. That's 41 tech. Destroyer class, it's 42 tech. That's wonderful to see those drop off here. These two guys. This guy, yes. All right. So the HIO is going to get completed here very soon. So you guys are still coming. Actually, now the 17th. You're coming the 17th. It's like asking, when's Grandma going to come visit? Well, the 16th. The 16th. Plans change, kids. She's coming the 17th now. And that's probably because of weather or other conditions are like slowing them up there. Yeah, terrain and weather. That's fine. Let the 17th come and or let 17th come around, and once they arrive, then I can pick up with these last two here. Oh, I need to put. Oh, those are destroyers. That's right. And I thought, okay, so we got a bunch of those guys there. Okay, well that's fine. I also kind of need to start moving units from around here. Let's drop you off. Well, actually, no, we can maintain that there. Just need to make sure I've got my passenger liners where I really need them. I don't need a passenger liner there. We need them over here. So the group of 5 here is the Southeast Asia specific. I'll leave it there. No, yeah, I'll leave it there for when we need to move around. That 5, you can still carry 675. So like this group, for example, they can all board because one unit's out here. Oh, yeah, that's the unit that's out there. Anyway, we can board when we need to. The Marines are the more important aspect. I need to make sure that I've got them going out to where they need to go. December 1st, what did I say? Less than 10 days. So yeah, December 1st is when we can send our carriers out and our capital ships as well. Range finding, it's 41 tech, good. Submarine crew berth, 42 tech, beautiful. Love to see that. So we're gonna just put here for right now. We're gonna, you're probably not the best leader. Well, defensive doctrine, that's fine. So we're gonna put you to the truck island, but how about him? Now, it's red now, but once they get moved to either Wake or Guam, it should turn green. Worst case scenario, I can always reassign. Put a different guy there. Okay, November 20th, 23rd, 19th, 20th, 23rd. Cool, cool, cool. Exciting times. I just get goosebumps every time I think about it. It's like, we're so close to getting to combat here. We're taking the 3rd Corps. And then I'm going to send you down to here, right? Yes, we'll rebase to there. So I must have like a landing craft, or I must have something coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is ultimately for the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's only for the 3 landing groups I need to do there. So why is it that? So you're in 87, you're in 83. Oh, because I was putting 87, 83 is 170, but once I put the core headquarter unit on as well, that puts it over the 200 mark. Gotcha. I need to bring you over to here, rebase back to there, because you need to take the 4th Corps. So the 4th Corps, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 landing craft. Do I have that? So there's 4 there. I'm pretty sure I have a spare landing craft somewhere. It's going somewheres here. I thought I did. Because that is what I was going to use in my mind's eye. That's what I was going to use to do the actual landing. Here we go. So yeah, you're going back. You I'm going to actually use for the Guam landing because I don't need. I'll have a fleet down here, so I won't need. Oh, supply's going to run empty. No, they're not. They're going to. One landing craft is all I need to handle the Guam landing there. I will have a fleet and a carrier group down here to help assist in protecting. But yeah, I don't need to worry about that. Hold on 1 second there. And I am back. All right, so I got all that figured out with the Marines there, what I'm doing. So, yay. A tad bit confusing, but yay. Um, so that's the third. I need to put him on board a transport, which I don't have at this time, to ship him on down south there. Camouflage, that's a one and done. Yep, 1944 tech. Goodness gracious, we are so far in advance there. All right, we're in the green. Like I was saying, anything that's 39 tech or older for our infantry, we need to work on. I would love to do truck and prime mover, but yeah. And the motorized support, yeah, I would love to do that too, but motorization of cavalry. This would increase the speed of our cav by a full kilometer per hour. Toughness and softness as well. Fuel consumption will start going through the roof. I know that's, well, yeah, it's light truck organization. We have light trucks and regular trucks, so the order could go up by a bit there. No, we don't want to join just yet. Thank you though. Oh, and Grand Battle. Anything that's 39 or older, we need to take as well. Okay, that's it for right now. We'll wait till we get these other 10 projects completed, and hopefully there's a bunch of drop-off stuff happening soon. Do I have a liner coming over? I do actually have a liner coming there. Good. So this guy then. Oh wait, the liner went there. Oh. So the landing craft is coming here. I just need to take one of the fourths guys and redeploy to here. Yeah, redeploy to there. Interesting. Our torpedo boat passing by says that there is some sort of American naval vessel in the area here. Yeah, stranger things. So let's take this guy, load him up. We're going to rebase to there. Let's grab him, rebase to here. He'll grab this guy and bring him down south here because I should have. Yep, the third corps is going down there. Looking all right so far. Torpedo boat class. I would really love to stick. Yeah, we're researching 1940 tech, so we'll stick with that then. Real quick too, I've got some units here. Oh, this was what we're looking at here. So artillery and anti-aircraft. So this guy is going to now go. Where was it? Where else were you going to go? Thought it was someplace. That's where these guys are going. So you need to go to Zucheng. There we go. He is coming to there. And we need to move there then. And once he's loaded up, then I think I was going to move him down to here. Yeah. To staff up those armored trains. The Hi-yo! Where's the 8th Kaigun? There it is. And group of 2. That leaves 1 CAG. I have 1 CAG for reinforcement there. Just out of curiosity. Nah. Yep, everybody's fully staffed. So all my CAGs are pretty much, or all my carrier groups are pretty much ready. Honestly, I know I said that I probably won't be able to use him because the is going to take a while, but if he's 1.74, so he's going up 0.7 an hour. 7, so he's going to go up about 15 a day. So that's 20 days before he gets to max organization. We've got 17, 18 days. So yeah, I can actually should be able to use the HIO. Yeah. Okay, so I will have 8 carrier groups total that I can utilize. I may use the Junior HIO group to come down to Guam and just kind of float around here. That should be a low stress type environment. So 1 carrier group here, a carrier group over the Philippines. That's 2. A carrier group out here in the Carolines. I think this is the Carolines. That's 3. I'll have 1 coming steaming down this way for 4, and then 4 going over to Wake Island is kind of steaming all around. Probably just a couple around Wake, 1 kind of to the north, 1 kind of to the south. Just act as a screen, kind of that, help out with that umbrella effect. I've got my torpedo boats just to push away any American interest. The idea, of course, is try to lure the American, naval forces into battle with my carrier group, so I can swat them down like flies. The more of their ships I can sink than they can of mine, the better off I will be. Though it needs to be on better than a 1-for-1 or anything of that kind of nature. I need to be knocking down a whole bunch of their their fleets here. All right. We have the passenger liner here. Are you you're the 3rd? Yes. So I need you to get transported down to here to join up with your the other guy. You 2, once this landing craft group comes and arrives, you're going to pick up these 2 guys. We'll leave the Army headquarters, the SNLF Army headquarters behind. Nothing at Chengdu. I was looking to see here just to make sure, kind of get everything all set up. Let's strategically redeploy you. Okay, at this point, we are definitely moving units left and right here. That's the 22nd. Cool. That's the 3rd. It's them. That's the 3rd. Oh, where's this guy? You're there. Okay. That's my force. The Shanghai Heikengun is going to take on Hong Kong. Obviously, we'll move. Well, I don't know if I can move. What does Hong Kong border? Dongguan, Huizhou, and the Henan Strait. Okay, so it's just these 2 provinces. So I'll need to move you up the 3rd over. Not a big push or worry on that because we've got plenty of time still, but nonetheless. This unit they don't need to move, but you do need to strategically redeploy, get out of there. Do the same with you, strategically redeploy, get out of there. Do the same with you, strategically redeploy. We'll take our chances with all the Huziwatsis that might come around, the rebels that might pop up out of nowhere. Which, speaking of, I thought I was moving a whole bunch of units around. I guess kind of, sort of, but not really. You're moving down to here, and then I'll move this garrison down here-ish somewhere, probably to here, and then I can move this army headquarters or corps headquarters out of the way. Okay. All right, everything is taken care of up there. Production-wise, so we're down to about 3 days, 4 days. We're not going to run out of supplies in that amount of time, so I'm not too concerned. All right, concentrating here because our next set of Marines will need to be moved. Radar for destroyer. That's 43 tech. Wonderful. Love to see that kind of stuff happen. Let's move you two guys board this boat here, and we are coming out to here. Rebasing. All right. Second guy here, and first off, we don't need a fortress buster. We need a defensive guy. And same thing here. Not this left word. Yeah. This guy down truck. Again, Guam or Wake. That's where these two guys are going. Guam and Wake. Once they get there, if any of them is still, red dotted line, okay, I'll then go to the Daijushi Koku. This guy. He should be able to provide support. If the Army I know there's limits on how far Army headquarter units can provide their supply. The theater commanders can provide supply everywhere. It might be limited like strictly their theater. There may not be wherever you want to go kind of type deal. It may just be on their theater. But as you go down and down until you get to corps headquarters units have a very not very limited, but they have a limited range in how far that they can provide their influence. Army headquarters a little bit more. The next one above that has a bunch more. But there's some cases like this guy up here. He's able to get, because I moved him up here, he's able to get that influence. Yeah, same there. I moved him up to get a little bit closer. I thought there were some guys that I had that were like they're only able to pull support from the theater headquarters, but maybe not. Maybe I fixed that by adding in or getting their headquarters units in the way. Cool. We've lost 6% investment. That's cool. Jining, we've got a situation brewing here. Put an anti-aircraft there, and this anti-aircraft will come down here again. Just has an armored train, 800 men. That this anti-air unit's 200 extra, so same as this garrison corps only had, that. So it's just to help boost a little bit, give a little bit of extra oomph there overall. This is for the airborne unit over here. So we'll put it on the first. And obviously, they're not, yeah. So we got to wait till their organization's boosted. 64 anyway. We can only transport 10. So we are building. Those are regulars, aren't they? So we're at 64, and I've only got 5. We need more. Is it because of this guy? He does weigh 9. I mean, I could pull the light vehicle out. I'd drop it down to 55, but I would still need a 6th, no matter how you slice it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 more. Now, yeah, I need 2 more transport planes. So here's where the advantage is with the heavy transport planes. Heavy transport planes take twice as long to build, but they can carry 2.5 times. I mean, I would only need 4 heavy transport planes, and I could get the effects of 10 transport planes. And quite honestly, then I would only need 3 heavy transport planes, period, instead of the 7 transport planes I need to build. So 7B, I mean, it'd be cheaper still to build the transport planes because that's 84 IC. 3 of these is 96, so it's just a bit cheaper that way and with IC cost. 1.2 versus 0.7, so manpower is a drop in the bucket. The problem is, like I said, it takes twice as long. I won't see these heavy transport planes until 1943. That's the only bad thing. So, if I were to pull out, if I were to pull out the light vehicle, um, that would lower it down to about 7 or to 55. How much do you weigh, by the way? 1. How much does this guy weigh? 5. Okay. Yeah, we're taking a name leader. The name leaders are on a diet. Apparently, all the other headquarter units are just, full of fat people running around. No shame. No shame. I'm a fat person myself. Um, so it's like a catch-22 kind of deal. I need these transport planes. I mean, I don't need them. I don't really need them right away. With everything I'm doing, it's like these are just future type builds. I'm not going to, have my airborne airdrop on an island. I may, but they're not going to, airdrop on Hawaii in 19. I don't need it by 1942. It'd be nice to have them though before it gets too late in 1943, because I might get to a position where we're we're advancing far enough that and quickly enough in our theaters that we won't be paratroopers will be kind of useless, So if I'm spending all this IC on stuff, almost 100 IC on heavy transports, 80 on regular transport planes, and then what I spent, the 20 or 16, 17 that I spent on the airborne guys. Oh, I'm so glad to see them going into the Mountaineers August. That's gonna be late, but honestly, the campaign in Burma will still be going on by August, so that's fine. Um, continuing my train of thought here, the transport plane versus heavy transport plane. That difference there is such that, well, I would need a whole bunch of transport planes, sure. And let's go ahead and do it. So I need two more transport planes. I mean, boo, I hate to do this, but because basically to build these transport planes, I'm pushing the Mountaineers down. And here's something else. Well, see, the transport planes will get built quicker too. I was thinking I should just push the Mountaineers ahead of the transport planes because I probably need them more than I need the transport planes. But if I get the transport planes done in 5 months' time from now, that's not terrible bad. that's not potentially bad at all. Current unit experience 9.6, 7.8, 4.9, 1.95. I guess it goes up as you kind of go through. No more builds really happening. December 28th, yeah, the next airborne guy. We got a convoy coming up, and I got to work on my convoys on December 1st, as a matter of fact. All right, so we're building transport planes. So that's where I wish in this list it told you what the weight of that guy was, because it's important for your transport planes and your transport ships. You know, here it's only going to tell what the tech is that you've got. But I wish there was someplace else. And this isn't a mod thing. This is a game engine thing. I don't think the mod can bring that info in, because that weight can change. I don't think it does, but it's possible that weight could potentially change. But yeah, it'd be nice building a Marine or naval infantry, or anybody else for that matter, knowing what their weight is, so I know, player knows how much transport capacity that they need to build too. Over time, it just becomes, oh yeah, let me save. I haven't saved in a week. Over time, playing the game, it just becomes something that you used to. You know what I mean? It's once you keep playing and playing, you're like, oh, okay, I know, for like what I do with my Marines, for example. Um, oh yeah, we're all done here. I know that this setup here, with its 200 weight, I know all it takes is one landing craft can easily transport one Marine unit, no matter the Marine unit. It was kind of throwing me off when I was like trying to load up 2 Marine units and the headquarters, and it was saying no. And I'm like, each Marine weighs less than 100. I know that. I just take into account how much that the actual the leader unit weighs as well. Those Marine leaders need to go on a diet. Alrighty, so we're pretty much prepared, ready at this point in time here. On the first, at the end of the month, I need to break this down quite a bit. And then on the first, we'll need to start putting our carrier groups and naval units out and about. All right, let's let things speed up a little bit here. Make sure we don't have anybody there. No, we don't. The units are moving as quickly as they possibly can. We're not going to sell any copper at this point. Well, I hate to do it. Should have done with the tungsten, but I probably need the heart attack more than I need what the benefits are because we need this. We need that. Descent's going down 0.04 now, so that's good. We're okay. Let's see, that's 3 off. We're where we need to be. I don't need to be putting more IC towards supplies than I am at this point. We're at 50% for upgrades. 50% of our IC is going towards upgrades, or the need, I should say. We're allocating enough IC to handle 50% of what is required by our upgrades. Yeah, there we go. That sounds better. Gonna pause it one more time once we get beyond here. Yeah, our supplies went down a tad, but that's okay. I needed to get out of that bad zone for the money. We didn't have enough money. All right, let me go ahead and pause this real quick. I'll be right back. Alrighty, back to the grind here a bit. I think I'm going to wait till December 1st, and because I'm about an hour and a half into it here, I think wait till I get December 1st, then call the episode. It'll be a little bit shorter than our normal 2.5 hour episodes, but I think I want to concentrate next episode fully on the war, the preparations of, as we're still moving troops around and stuff like that, naval forces around. almost at a point here. Yeah, you guys are going to go where I want you to go. Once I get Guam and Wake, those guys will get shipped on out. Glad to see all my organizations going up pretty good. So we're 7, 8, 9 days away, and we are a third of the way through with HOI's organization. That's good. Okay. I seem to recall, I thought at least, that the HOI wasn't going to be ready until after war, or shortly before war with America. And I thought, well, you won't be fully, orged up by then. Apparently, though, I am, or will be, I should say. Oh, how are these guys doing? Strength. Yeah, this is the one that's going to be the closest to getting ready, but how much strength are you going up by here? Let's just wait to the 30th. You're at 106. Let's see what it goes up to after a day. Goes up by 2%. So it's going up by 2% a day. That's 92 strength that still needs to go up to before it gets to max. I mean, basically, that's 100 days for most of these guys here. Well, maybe not most, but like this guy, yeah, it's almost 100 days before this convoy raider be ready. So that's 3 months. December, January, February. So end of February. So mid. I might have one convoy raider ready, but most won't be ready until the end of February. Yeah, it is what it is. Ooh, my planes are already ready at this point. Man, I wish I could be like in French Indochina and Siam now, but well. Cool. I can send him on down now. Oh, cool. I can send them out to here, I suppose. And we can have them come up to here-ish. Cool. So those will all support. He will attack. Just a militia that got popped into existence not too long ago, but we'll take care of them. They're going down by like 0.4 an hour. During the day, nighttime, they're going down by 0.2 or so. General Winter, which we won't really care about because other than this, there's really no attacks going on. Boom, there we go. Let's not trade that out. Okay, so we are on the magical date at this point in time. Let me go ahead. Geez, we still need. Yeah, their organization is like still below what I would like it to be at. But I mean, it is what it is, right? Yeah, I should have pulled the trigger on because they're not going to get much in the way of org regain out in the ocean. They'll get some, but they would do better here. So if the distance out to here is 2075 and they can go 27 kilometers an hour, quick people, tell me the math before I pull the trigger. It's less than 100 hours, that's for sure. 8 hours, 7 or days. I don't know what I'm saying. 8 or 7 or 8 days to get there. It won't be 10 days for sure. 7 or 8 days for the furthest point. Let's get you out here. light carrier. So I'm going to have you come out to here. We're going to patrol out there. You are also a light carrier. We're going to have you come down to Guam and patrol there. Soryu, Hiryu. Oh, you're just about ready anyway. Yeah, we don't care. I'll put you right on Wake Island there. Fifth. The fifth Kantai. We'll just have you come down to here and patrol around in this area where there's a bunch of ports. Kaga and Nekagi. We will have you come to here. Present one part of the umbrella. Shikaku, Ziwakaku, which are probably our better carriers overall. We're going to have you come out forward of Wake Island. Third Kidotai. We're going to have you come all the way down to here and patrol. Just keep an eye on what's happening down there in case there's any American fleets, and we'll go to war with the UK, the Allies. We'll have you patrol on the top end, say about here, of Wake Island here. Alrighty. My destroyers are not going to be ready either. Yeah, should have done that at least a week ago, a week before I did it. I should have done it at the very beginning of November or even the end of October. Got my leaders taken care of. Would have had my organization back a lot quicker. And the thing is, too, once I switch in politics, get 10 more organization for my naval units. Granted, current rate, that's 5 hours. Boom, they got the 10%. Which I think that's just a flat plus 10. I don't think that's like, oh, you now have 20 more. I think it's just a flat 10 added to our organization. But anyway, yeah, I should have done a lot sooner. So we need a destroyer group here. Actually, you just need to move there. Yeah, because we've got the one landing craft. It's not going to have any support. We're going to have move up to there. Okay. So we've got 6 battleships we can break out. 3 battle cruisers. Actually, I got 7 battleships. 3 battle cruisers. Let's get the battle cruisers going first. I want to get them into their own probably I should have done this breakdown as well over a month ago, because if I have to change any leaders here for any reason, like they put the wrong leader in charge, yeah, I would need to. Oh well, we're going out to here, move there. Battle cruisers are going to handle the Wake Island campaign. So I said we got 7 battleships. 2, 4, 6, 7. So that's 2 2s and a 3. So that being the case, pretty much it's all are good. So let's do 2 2s. Need destroyers. There we go. Just a group of 7 here. I don't know if that's the best guy for it or not, but oh well, it is what it is. We're going to come down to here and move. I can tell in the patrol later once we kind of have everything all figured out. 1, 2. I know some people might be asking, Tom, why don't you put your heavy cruisers with your battleships as well? And yeah, I just prefer to have the heavy cruisers off by themselves. So this guy, we're going to put towards the south here. Just move towards the south. Kind of act as a picket screen. these three. We're going to send down to here. Oh, can't go that far. Oh, goodness gracious. So we're going to come here, rebase there. So how many heavy cruisers? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 to the Maya. 14, 16, 18. So that's 9 more groups that I could do. But again, I don't know if I have enough. I would need, well, if it's 9 groups, then that's 45 destroyers I need. I've got enough. Yeah. Send him to pin to the northern part of Wake there, or yeah, Wake Island. This guy move to here, to my western portion that I'm attacking at. Move him down to the southern portion we're going to be attacking at. These are all our naval invasions that I'm doing with my Marines. And I made a hand gesture, but you guys can't see it, so I don't know why I even did that. All right, have you push to the forefront there. I still got several more groups that I can create here, which is nice. There. I move one there. I know I got one here, one there, and one here, but I don't know if I put one there on that northwestern point. Alrighty, so you will have patrolling. I don't need to move. Patrol over here, kind of act as helping out that umbrella aspect there. I got a couple more I want to send over to my islands that way. Oops, too far. So we're patrolling over here. I need to patrol out here. Oh, too far. Let's patrol here. If I have to, I'll just send the next group to rebase out there, if that's what it takes. Let's get these 5s. And there we go. That's a little bit of a better group. Yeah, so we're going to rebase to there, and that way then once they do, then I can have them do what they need to do. And this guy, we're coming down to here-ish. We're going to patrol down in this section. I know I already have a torpedo boat here as well, but I need a heavy fleet as well. Okay, so now I've got a whole bunch of destroyers that I can put in groups of 7 here, which I'm just going to go ahead and just do that right now. Ooh, I got some level 6 destroyers. Nice. And one more group. All right, that last group of 4 is just going to be sitting there, act as reinforcements, or replacements, I should say, as needed. We'll go ahead and patrol there on that section. Let's check naval map boats. So I got some patrols I need to do around this area. We got everything else covered pretty well. But yeah, I gotta a couple destroyers patrolling down here in this area. So I'll do one here south of that island, one around this island, and that'll provide enough cover for me. So south of here, right? Yes, and then one on this island there. Alrighty, got plenty of green. Wake is up here, so we're patrolling far north as wake as possible there. Coming on down like so through the Carolines. I think these are the Carolines. I could be wrong on that entirely. Carolines might actually be, that's the Gilberts. I don't know. Anyway, coming down here and then cutting due west over there towards the Philippines. I need some patrol there. So we got 4 left there. We're not going to move. We got this lone last destroyer here. We're going to go ahead and patrol up here like so. There we go. Alrighty, so that takes care of our boats at this point in time. Everybody is being sent out at this point. I have all my air units distributed. Yeah, this passenger liner can come back down here to the Southeast Theater. It's going to take me a little while before I get used to saying Southeast Theater. Okay, subs. I'm going to do a convoy rating in here. Nope. So we're doing there. Let's do convoy rating here. Look at Naval. Okay. And let's do convoy rating. We can't. Ooh, too far. So let's do convoy rating here in this area. That takes care of several ports that are up here in the north. Not ideal, really, but it is what it is, right? So we're going to have you convoy rate on top there, like so. Have you convoy rate on top like so. So that creates, we got this kind of area. And this last one, we'll just do convoy rating up there. We'll need to redistribute them later because I won't be needing them where they're at right now, or later, I should say, won't be needing them. But for right now, that's what it is. Okay, this subgroup will convoy rate in there. So did I bring anybody down here? I hope I did. I did. Cool. So this group convoy rate there, like so. Yeah. Not much that they're going to be that these mini subs are going to be doing, unfortunately. They're just, can't even reach it out. Can't reach out there. They're just not terribly useful, unfortunately. All right. Okay, so these are the guys I'm going to have. So one guy's going to come out to here. So that should be a ring of red around the Philippines. Good. And this next one, we're just going to send him down to here. Get some convoy rating going on there. Excellent. Torpedo boat patrolling around here. Okay, that's all done. that's all done. That's handled. Torpedo boat. Do some patrolling all around there, like so. Got a bunch of long-range subs. Let's see, the first one, how far out? So we can actually do convoy rating here on the backside of the islands, the Hawaiian Islands. Sorry if this messes with anybody's impending vacation plans, but you know, hey, a nation's got to do what a nation's got to do. There we go. So that gets us all Hawaii all surrounded here. And this one, let's do the Johnston Atoll. Basically just trying to cut off supply. Torpedo boat. We're going to patrol right outside there. Cool. Torpedo boat. Simply patrol right outside there, like so. Well, poops. I thought that I had the range on with these guys, but it doesn't look like I do. That being the case, I'm just going to send these two down to here, I think. Or if I go to, yeah, we could go down to there. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I was expecting that I'd be able to do some convoy raiding around there, but I can't even get that. I can't get here. Can't get anywhere close. It's just around in my islands. That's a bummer. So let's go here. All right, I think that is it for now. Let's take a quick look. You're staying behind. Oh, you are patrolling out there. Another torpedo boat. You're patrolling out here. Because really, you don't have the range to go anywhere else. You can patrol there. Actually, let's do that. Let's patrol the other. Yeah. Passenger liners. Oh, submarine. Didn't realize I had so many submarines over in this area here. Or was I holding you because we want we want to be able to redeploy. We want to redeploy once we go to war with UK. I don't know. Yeah, that might be what I was going to do with you two guys. Oh, actually, with you four guys. I think that's what I was going to do. Okay. Mini sub. How far can we go? Oh, we can go around Guam. All the Merus we got to hold off on because yeah, you're not even close to being ready. Torpedo boat, you're doing what you need to do there. The first and fourth are doing what they need to do. Okay, all you guys are what you are, and everybody else is moving. Cool. So that is all of my naval units. All right. We're going to go ahead and save the game. It's been a little bit. Did a whole bunch of preparation here. I don't think, yeah, timing-wise, should have taken care of the leader situation a couple weeks earlier. That would have helped in regards to getting organization ready for, everybody's ready by now. Not that it's that big of a deal, honestly. Overall, the organization should be fine by the time that I start getting into war with America here and needing them to actually do some stuff. Their organization will be just fine. They'll slowly recover. It's just not as quickly as if they were in a port. That all said, however, next episode here, I need to take a closer look, just make sure that all my units are moved the way that they need to be, which I'm pretty sure they are. They're all set. My land units, they're staging up to the point where I'll be able to transport them in to the associated port or ports once they're captured. I have one Marine group. Two Marines are going to be attacking here at Apari, and going to hopefully take that. Then I'll move in a corps worth of units here, five divisions, their headquarters. We're going to attack Dagupan with two Marines. Well, again, once we get that, another five divisions and their headquarter units. We'll have 10 divisions here in the northern part of Philippines. We're going to attack Batangas with two Marines. Five divisions in here. Push some towards Manila, the others out east. We're attacking with two Marines down here at Davao, and again, another uh, five units will be moving in there. Which do we? Do I even have that ready? Why did I move you here? Truck and veteran headquarter unit. Was it for one of these guys? Truck transport. Oh, you know what? I think it was because you don't have a leader. It's a good thing I saw this here. Oh, or maybe it's for, yeah, maybe the truck is for you and the leader's for the other guy. Okay. So veteran leader there, like so. And which one was it? This one here. There we go. The only problem is I think you are going to be on par with those two guys. So honestly, yeah, I need yet another. I need you to be a little bit beefier than you currently are, so I can't bring you on to any adventures. Yeah, real quick, I wanted to make sure that I've got a southern group here. It's all you guys here. Okay, bring them down to here. Let's rebase with the whole entire passenger liner. So that way, once we're ready, boom. I got one passenger liner up there for one unit that I'm going to move, and then we've got several passenger liners here for several units here. Yeah, for the three. 1, 2, 3 from up here. This one's coming down to here. So once this fourth point is taken, we can slide over. Okay. So this area is handling all the attacks into there. I have one Marine, which should be that guy with his attendant landing craft. It's going to attack Guam. And I have one guy with the core headquarter unit. I don't know if I'll attack with the headquarter unit. That's going to be attacking Wake. So one at Wake, one in Guam, 8 other Marines on 4 different points on the Philippines. That is what we're going to see next episode. We're in December real quick. Let's take a quick spin. Nothing's changed here. Nothing's changed here. The UK British have actually crossed over this river here and gotten this province. And it looks like they pushed up into this province as well. So again, if I were the Italians, I would fold up from here. Oh well. I mean, it might be that there's no units there and just that the UK doesn't get those provinces until they get this one. Whatever the case is. But anyway, nothing changed around here. Nothing has changed all around here. Northern Islands the same. No big changes here either. Yeah, I think that's where the finish ended up. No big changes there. How close are they to Moscow now? Is it still the 166? Yes, this is still the line that they've been going. So they did move across this portion of the Oka River as well. So a bit of a bridgehead. They got pushed back to the Donets though. Well, no, this is where they were. Again, they might be happy with holding the Donets in winter. I would be at this point. However, they've taken Yalta, Germany has, so they're right on Sevastopol, but coming from the east, the Crimean Peninsula here are some Soviet units. So that's something to look out for there, Germany. All right. no terribly big changes here. I think we're going to see some stagnation for the next couple of months on the Eastern Front. Some moves back and forth. But all in all, you'll be seeing most of the activity here in the Pacific. Well, thank you guys so much for watching along here. Sorry, it didn't really do too much, but we are at a point now where next episode, a lot of stuff's going to happen. We're not going at speed for anything like that because there'll be so much stuff going on all over the place. I've got, I'll have my attention here over at Wake, attention on Guam, attention around the Philippines, you know, not to mention also have to be looking at my islands just to kind of keep an eye on, make sure there's no, sneaky American ships trying to come through, or even down here. A lot of stuff I'll have to be looking at. I hope you guys will be looking at this next time. Guys, have a great day now. Bye.